Welcome back, garden fixers. Oh, you are in for a treat today because I'm about to show you 10 small patio garden ideas that look like they cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But here's the secret. They're all DIY projects you can knock out in a weekend. We're talking designer-level style on a seriously tight budget. And idea number 7, I almost can't believe how good it turned out. When my mother-in-law saw it, she asked if I hired a landscaper. A landscaper for a project that cost me $18 and took 90 minutes. Whether you've got a tiny balcony, a narrow patio, or just a small concrete slab you're trying to make beautiful, these ideas work for any small space. Everything we're creating today looks high-end and expensive, is actually simple to DIY, no special skills needed, and works in tight spaces. Even the smallest patio can look magazine-worthy. But before we transform your patio, if you love budget-friendly garden projects that deliver luxury results, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're building an incredible community here at Daily Garden Fix, where every week we prove that style doesn't require unlimited budgets. All right, here's your challenge, and I'm serious about this one. Comment below with the phrase patio goals and tell me which 2 ideas you're starting with this weekend. Not 1, not 3, exactly 2. I want to see who's really committed to that patio glow up. Ready? Let's dive in. Idea 1, vertical herb wall garden. First up, let's talk about going up instead of out. When floor space is limited, walls become your best friend. Here's what makes this look expensive. The vertical wall of fresh herbs looks like something from a trendy restaurant patio. People assume you paid a professional to install it, but really, you just mounted a few wooden boards and attached small pots. Quick setup. Mount 2 to 3 horizontal wooden boards or a pallet to your patio wall using brackets. Paint them black, white, or leave natural. Attach small terracotta pots using pipe clamps or strong wire. Plant each pot with a different herb. Basil, rosemary, thyme, oregano, mint. Water with spray bottle or small watering can. I made mine using fence boards painted matte black with white terracotta pots. The contrast is stunning, and I have fresh herbs right outside my kitchen door. My pasta game has never been stronger. And here's what surprised me. People think the black boards are expensive metal framework. They're literally $8 fence boards from the hardware store. The matte black paint makes them look modern and high-end. Question for you. Would you go with natural wood, painted black, or bright white? I'm team black for modern vibes, but I can see white looking crisp and clean too. Tell me your pick in the comments. Idea 2, tiered candle chandelier. This one creates the most magical evening ambiance. We're making a hanging outdoor chandelier using items you can grab from thrift stores or even Dollar Tree. Quick setup. Find 3 metal plant saucers or shallow bowls in decreasing sizes. Drill a small hole in center of each. Thread chain or heavy wire through holes, creating tiered levels. Space tiers 8 to 10 inches apart. Fill saucers with decorative stones or sand. Add pillar candles or battery tea lights. Hang from pergola, tree branch, or ceiling hook. I used 3 galvanized metal saucers from the garden center, $2 each. Added chain from the hardware store for $3. Total cost, $9 for a chandelier that creates resort-level atmosphere. At night, when those candles are glowing, my patio feels like an expensive outdoor restaurant. Seriously. We've started eating dinner outside every evening just because it's so pretty. Here's the upgrade move. Mix real pillar candles on bottom tiers with battery-operated flickering candles on top tier for safety. You get the ambiance without worrying about flames near your pergola. Would you use real candles or go all battery-operated? And what about the metal? Shiny galvanized or spray paint them matte black? I need opinions. Idea 4, corner planter tower. Small patios usually have empty corners that feel awkward. This project turns those dead zones into dramatic vertical gardens. Quick setup. Stack 4 to 6 wooden crates or plastic milk crates in pyramid formation, largest at bottom, smallest on top. Secure with zip ties or rope between levels. Line each crate with landscape fabric, fill with potting soil, plant with cascading flowers like petunias, trailing ivy, or herbs. The pyramid shape creates height and drama without taking up floor space. I positioned mine in a corner that was just collecting cobwebs. Now it's the focal point everyone notices when they step onto my patio. Here's the genius part. You can rotate which crates hold blooming plants. When something stops blooming, swap that crate with one that's peaking. Your tower always looks perfect without replanting everything. I painted my crates white before stacking. That clean white pyramid covered in colorful flowers looks like so much more expensive than the $15 worth of crates I used. Crate color debate. Natural wood, painted white, or bold colors. What matches your patio vibe? Drop your choice below. Idea 4. String light canopy. This transforms any patio from basic to magical with one simple addition. Quick setup. String outdoor fairy lights or Edison bulb lights in zigzag patterns across patio ceiling or overhead pergola. If you don't have existing structure, use command hooks on walls and string lights back and forth, creating a canopy effect. Use warm white lights for romantic ambiance. I cannot overstate how much this changed my patio experience. During the day, the lights are barely noticeable, but at dusk when they come on, it's like someone waved a magic wand over my outdoor space. Cost me $28 for 3 strands of lights. That's it. No electrician, no complicated wiring, just plug-and-play magic that makes my patio feel like a boutique hotel. And here's what nobody tells you. The psychological effect is real. With those lights on, we actually use our patio. Before, we'd go inside when it got dark. Now, we're out there until 10 p.m. because the ambiance is too good to leave. Light style question. Do you prefer classic warm Edison bulbs or delicate fairy lights? I'm Team Edison bulbs for that vintage cafe vibe, but fairy lights have their own charm. Idea 5. Painted concrete floor. This is the project that shocked me most. I thought my concrete patio was permanently ugly. Turns out, a can of paint changes everything. Quick setup. Clean concrete thoroughly with pressure washer or stiff brush and detergent. Let dry completely. Tape off any areas you don't want painted. Apply concrete floor paint using a roller. Do 2 to 3 coats, letting each dry. Optional, use stencils creating patterns like Moroccan tiles, geometric designs, or simple borders. I painted mine in a soft gray with white stenciled tile pattern in the center. People think it's actual tile. They walk up close, examining it, asking about my tile job. It's paint. Total cost was $45 for paint and stencils. Professional patio tile installation? Quote started at $1,500. You do the math. The painted floor made everything else on my patio look better. It's like putting a frame on a painting. Suddenly the whole picture elevates. But here's my question. Solid color or pattern? I went with stenciled pattern, but I'm seeing the vision for solid, bold colors too. What would you do? Keep it simple or go decorative? Idea 6. Living privacy wall. Small patios often lack privacy. Instead of expensive fencing, we're creating a living wall. Quick setup. Position tall planters along patio edge, creating barrier. Plant with tall grasses, bamboo, or climbing plants on trellises. For faster coverage, use fast-growing climbers like clematis, jasmine, or morning glory on attached trellis panels. I used 3 large planters spaced along my patio edge. Planted them with ornamental grasses mixed with trailing sweet potato vine. Within 1 summer, I had a lush, living privacy screen. The genius here is you're not committing to permanent structures. These planters move if you change your mind. Try that with a fence. Cost breakdown? $30 for 3 large planters, $18 for plants, $48 for complete privacy screen that also happens to be beautiful. Privacy question. Would you go with tall grasses for movement and sound, bamboo for dense coverage, or climbing flowers for color? Each creates totally different vibes. What's your priority? Privacy, beauty, or both? Idea 7. Mirror wall illusion. This is the one that blew my mind. This is number 7, the one you won't believe. Quick setup. Mount weatherproof mirrors on patio wall in deliberate arrangement, not random. Group 2-3 mirrors of different sizes creating gallery effect. Position to reflect plants, sky, or interesting views. Mirrors visually double your space, making small patios feel dramatically larger. I mounted 3 mirrors on my back wall, different sizes, arranged in triangle pattern. The reflection of my plants makes it look like I have twice the garden. My actual patio is 8 by 10 feet. It feels like 8 by 20 feet now. My mother-in-law visited and kept walking toward the mirrors, thinking my patio continued back there. When she realized it was mirrors, she literally gasped. This is genius! Total cost? $18 for 3 mirrors at a thrift store, plus $8 for mounting hardware. $26 to completely transform spatial perception. And here's the secret. Position mirrors to reflect your prettiest plants or views, not boring walls or ugly spots. The reflection becomes art. Mirror people, would you go with matching frame colors or eclectic mix? I did all different frames painted white for cohesion, but mixing metallics could be stunning too. Idea 8. Tiered plant stand. Height variation is the secret to making small spaces look professionally designed. This project creates instant multi-level interest. Quick setup. Use metal plant stands, wooden step stools, or even concrete blocks at varied heights, creating tiered display. Arrange largest and heaviest pots on bottom level, medium in the middle, smallest on top. Vary plant heights too. Tall plants with trailing plants with compact plants. I used 3 levels: concrete block on bottom, wooden crate in the middle, metal plant stand on top. Created a corner display that draws eyes upward instead of noticing how small my patio actually is. The layering trick makes people see abundant garden instead of small concrete square. It's visual psychology and it works. Cost for 3-tiered display? $12 using items I found around my garage and 1 plant stand from a thrift store. Here's my challenge to you. How many levels would you create? 3, 4, 5? And would you stick with 1 corner or create multiple tiered displays? Tell me your vision. Idea 9. Outdoor rug definition. This seems simple, but the impact is huge. An outdoor rug defines your space, making it feel like an intentional room instead of just a slab of concrete. Quick setup. Measure your patio, choose outdoor rug that leaves 8 to 12 inches of floor visible on all sides, position under main seating area. Suddenly your patio furniture becomes a cohesive living space instead of random pieces on concrete. I resisted this for so long, thinking rugs were unnecessary. I was so wrong. The rug changed everything. Before, furniture scattered on gray concrete looking temporary and uncomfortable. After, defined seating area that feels like an outdoor living room. At discount stores, $30 to $60 for decent outdoor rugs, worth every penny. This is the one thing I tell everyone to invest in first. Pattern question? Geometric, floral, or solid colors? I went geometric in navy and white, but I'm seeing gorgeous floral options too. What matches your style? Idea 10. Coordinated pot collection. Last but not least, the easiest upgrade that makes the biggest difference. Quick setup. Choose 2-3 colors that complement your patio. Spray paint all mismatched pots in these coordinating colors. Arrange in odd-numbered groupings. The coordinated color scheme instantly looks curated and expensive. I painted all my random pots in matte white, soft gray, and terracotta. Grouped them in clusters of 3 and 5 throughout my patio. The cohesive color palette pulled everything together. Before this, I had pots in every random color: red, green, blue, orange, looking like a yard sale. After coordinated colors, it looks like I hired a designer. Cost? $15 in spray paint transformed 20 pots. That's less than $1 per pot for complete transformation. The secret is matte finish paint. Glossy looks cheap, matte looks expensive and intentional. Trust me on this one. Final question, what's your color palette? I'm team neutrals, but some of you might rock all bright colors or all pastels. What reflects your personality? Share below. 10 small patio garden ideas that transform basic concrete into designer outdoor living spaces. From vertical herb walls to mirror illusions, tiered displays to coordinated pots, each creating luxury results on tiny budgets. But here's what I really want. I want to see your transformations. Remember the challenge? Patio goals plus your 2 starting projects. Drop that comment right now. I'm reading every single one. And tell me honestly, which idea surprised you most? Was it number 7 with the mirrors? The painted concrete floor? The fact that string lights change everything? I want to know what made you think, I'm doing that this weekend. Quick poll, who's working with a balcony, a small patio, a tiny concrete slab? Drop your space type in comments because I'm planning more videos specific to each type. If this inspired your patio transformation, smash that thumbs up button. Share this with friends struggling with small outdoor spaces. Subscribe to Daily Garden Fix and hit that bell because next week we're doing budget backyard makeovers under $200. You won't want to miss it.
Thank you for dreaming and planning with me today, garden fixers. Now, go grab that spray paint, those mirrors, or whatever project called to you, and let's make your small patio absolutely stunning. I'll be watching for your transformation photos. Tag Daily Garden Fix on social media. I want to see idea number 7 in your space. Happy creating, everyone!